Hey guys, Alexander the Gamer here, and you might be looking at this a little bit like, what am I looking at? Well, this, my friends, is Civilization 5, right? So earlier, well, I shouldn't say earlier, I should say a few weeks ago, I started producing a series called Cocoa and Cotton, where we were playing Civ 5 as the Ethiopians. I'm going to stop that because in the time from then to now, I've been a little busy, so I haven't been recording much. And I've been kind of like practicing and looking at different ways to play this and stuff like that. Learning different styles and seeing what all the different things we can change in the advanced setup will do. So I've come to this point where I'm going to be playing, I'll show it off here. Okay, so I'll be playing standard speed on the normal difficulty because I was looking into it and I figured out why it's impossible to get any wonders ahead of the AI on 5, 6, 7, or 8. King, Emperor, Legendary, and Deity, something like that. It's because they start with extra tech. If you play on Deity, which is the hardest level, they start with like all the basic techs: mining, animal husbandry, archery, the wheel, calendar, stuff like that. They start with all those techs, so they can literally build wonders from turn 1. So you have no chance of winning. Plus, they get extra starting units. On level 4, it says normal. It's normal because it's exactly even for both AI and player. Once again, I so wish I had a video camera that I could record myself doing this because I am making more hand motion comparison things. You can't see it, and I look like an idiot to everyone that's watching me. Furthermore, we're playing on the huge setting, which is 12 other civs, or civilizations, and normally 24 city-states, but I lowered it down to 20 because I'm on a Pangea map, so we don't need as many. I'm also playing as the Maya, the long count. After researching theology, receive a bonus great person at the end of every Maya long count calendar cycle, every 394 years. Each bonus person can only be chosen once. So you get a great general, a great admiral, a great scientist, a great engineer, a great artist, and a great prophet. I don't think I missed any. If you have a Brave New World, there'll be others too. So the title of this Let's Play will be The Scientific Maya, because if you don't know the Maya, which one is it? Here we are. Their special things is 1, the engineer building of a pyramid. It replaces the temple, or the shrine, sorry. It gives you the same amount of faith, but it also gives you 2 science. And in the beginning of the game, that's huge, considering we make, well, let's found our city. We make 4 science, as it is. So we'd be adding 50% of our science generation by getting that 1 building, as well as faith. It also gives us an extra faith, I just realized. Furthermore, the Maya get the Atlas, which I'll just bring it up on the Civilopedia. If you don't know what this is a complete encyclopedia of everything in the game. You can literally like learn the ins and outs of everything in here. Back to this though. The Atlas. It is cheaper than the Archer. You also can build it right away. So it's a 5/7, 5 combat strength, compared to the Brute, which is a combat strength of 8. So it's weaker than the Brute. Compared to the Archer, same stats, but you get it right away. Where is the Warrior? Worker, War Chariot, Warrior. Also has weaker stats than the Warrior. It upgrades to the composite bowman, but you get them right away. So you don't have to research any tech. So do you want an 8 strength warrior or a 5 strength, 7 range strength atlas? Right away. As you can see, we start with it unlocked. Before, how I would play is I would go for either mining or, well, I'd go for like mining into masonry or pottery into calendar, depending on what is near me, or animal husbandry into trapping, depending on what's near me. So like ivory, I'd want a camp. Marble, I'd want masonry. So I'd probably go trapping and then to masonry. What I find is you want to research pottery first. It lets you build the granary to make your cities grow faster, and it also gives you normally the shrine, which is 1 faith, which will help you get your pantheon faster. In this case, it's 2 faith and 2 science, which is still really good. No, it's really amazingly powerful. What we'll build first, normally I'd go scout first, but just because we can build the atlas, I'm going to build that first. Before I thought it was really powerful to go what's it called? Monument into scout into warrior. And I only did that because policy-wise I went liberty, because it gave me additional culture and a free great person, as well as a settler production speed, citizen worker and worker production speed, and and also happiness from each city connected to capital, mass from citizens in occupied cities, which is pretty good. But then you look at tradition. Opening it, you get 3 culture in your city initially. That's a whole nother culture right away. Then you come and get legalism. Free culture building your first 4 cities. Faster growth, more happiness and gold, better garrison range combat strength, production when building wonders, and +1 happiness for every 10 citizens in a city, which is only useful late game, but still. And the ender is 15% growth and a free aqueduct in your first 4 cities. Really good stuff. It's a really early game one, though if you're going for a really fast expand, that's probably the weakest one, like getting a map of the local area I can get. Yeah, Liberty, which you would have thought would have been Freedom, but whatever. I used to go Liberty because the first one you got was a free settler. Why not? That was really powerful. But now I can go it over later, but normally what I go is I go Tradition, and then I'll either go into Commerce then Rationalism, or like open up Commerce, get down here, and then go into Rationalism, or go Tradition, save up and get Rationalism. For the 3 ideologies, I normally go Order. Freedom is just not strong enough. I mean, it's all about great people. I mean, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't like it as much. I mean, you got, it's just, that's actually really good. I mean, 2 culture at that stage is going to be pretty much useless. 8 units are maintenance free. Oh, it's okay, but it's not going to be that much money. Civil society, half as much food. I tend not to have very many specialists, which is probably pretty poor of me, but whatever. Democracy, specialist population in cities produce half the normal amount of unhappiness. I, once again, don't have very much. So normally I go autocracy or order. Normally order because it's just giving you a lot more bonuses. Enough of that, into the game. Compared to what I'm doing now, I'm going, instead of a more normal scout into warrior, I'm going to go Atlas into scout. Because, why not? I mean, like, scout would still be good, but it's just an Atlas. I mean, it's my main unit. I'm going to be like the AI. I'm just going to spam it out. The Maya are strong early game. So I need to get to a point where I feel safe early game. Late game, the Mayans get weak, because they just don't have a special unit or a very relevant special building late game. right? Net additional population. That's really good, actually. Had I gotten a turn later, I would have had 3 pop in my city. One other reason why I decided to play as the Maya over any other civilization is because the Mayan leader is really mean to the player. Because when you meet him, his opener is hello. Insert his name here, because I'm not going to try and say his name. It's like Palanque or Palanque or something like that. I can't say it, so nice to meet you. We're not going to talk again. What? That's not nice. Spearman, that's useful. I just don't really appreciate that. I don't appreciate his tone of voice. So, yeah. That's about it. Oh, we met Mongolia. That's great. Super aggro civ. Right beside us. Fun. With the way our resources are looking, it's looking not so great. Because outside my capital, the only luxury resource I've found is the silver in the desert. And desert tiles are just so bad. Because you can't put farms on them. So you can't get food out of them. And I mean, unlike normal, you can't put a trading post on them right away. And I mean, unless I went with the Pantheon thing that gives you... everything's a little weird. So I'm going to go right into writing. 14 turns. I'll get the pyramid first. And just happened to everything like nicely turned out for me. So this extra person will finish. I am producing, what, 5, 6. Science, 3 people. That'll be done in 5 turns. Yeah, this area out here is not looking that. I mean, like, it's on the coast, so I mean, I guess I could do something with it. And there's a bunch of oasis around there. That's what it's called, right? An oasis, not an oasis. Like, would it be oases? No, it'd be oasis, right? I guess I could sell a city down here, but it'd be like last choice kind of thing. Finding lots of ivory, which is not that great. I mean, there's lots of players, so I could trade the stuff, but I mean, okay. I'm not going to meet most of them for a little while. As you can see, I didn't mention I have quick combat on. 95 gold, that's a nice little pop. Early game, combat animations aren't that big a deal, but I mean, when you get late game and you have fighters or bombers flying in from the city, they'd have the nice long movement animation come in, bomb, have their nice long leaving animation. And it's just really annoying, right? So, ooh, whales. Just took so long, so I just said, nah, whatever. Moving on. I'm not going to deal with that. So I decided I was going to select the quick combat animation. We found the Hun, so yeah, settling up here is not going to be a viable idea. So we'll leave him with his silver whales, and we'll. I was wishing there was some kind of happiness resource near here, so I could set up on this river, get a bunch of food, as well as a happiness resource, a luxury resource, but not my luck. Not my luck. So, I mean, I'm still probably gonna sit up here. I mean, it's plain, so it's a 1-1-1 tile. All these are 1-1-1 tiles. There's a wheat, forest, and then there's also another ivory. I mean, none of it's great, but considering what my other choices are, it's pretty good. 4 turns till writing is done. So I was expecting it to still be like... Can I go production focus? Can I like focus my production? Skill growth for a turn. 5 turns. I mean, it got 1 turn into my stuff, so I mean, 1 turn is probably nothing, no big deal, but whatever. I'll just go 4 turns into a scout and just pick up another scout, whatever. Oh, I also have gems. Great. So pretty much I got the short end of the stick here. I have 1 luxury, or 2 technically. I have marble, which is very good in the capital, which means I'll actually be able to get wonders fairly fast. Because I don't know if it says it anywhere, but I know when you get it, it increases like 15% wonder construction speed in the city that's connected to. So having that in my capital could be very strong, you could say. It's a very bad start. Normally by now I've found a starting location, or not a starting location, but a secondary location. It's tundra down here, so I'm not holding out any hopes, unless there's some like beautiful God sent fur thing down here. It's not gonna be worth it. You got some deer, but I mean that's great. Deer. Pick up mining into masonry first. Simply so I can get that wonder construction speed. Is it should I? Oh, Maya, the the Ethiopians. Sorry, yeah, I'm the Mayans. Duh. Should probably know that. I've never played the Mayans before, so I don't know if I'm doing this right. If I'm not, please tell me how to do this right. Normally, my main faction I play as is I'll play the Arabs, because I just like how they can play, like getting guilds, and instead of getting the marketplace, they get the bazaar, which in itself doesn't get much bonus. It's a little extra cash. It's not anything major. What it does give you is an extra copy of every resource that's connected in the city. Now, if you can look me in the face and telling me that having an extra of every resource connected in your city is not worth it, then you clearly know some Civ strategy that I don't. It's just so strong to be able to do that. I mean, that means you could settle up on 1 source of marble, and you could still trade one. Oh, Isabella. Goody. I've never seen Isabella be successful. Now, me, on the other hand, can be very successful with as Isabella, as the Spanish. Not on a Pangea map. If I play Isabella, I'm playing at least continents, because she has no special buildings, but she gets 2 special units: the Conquistador and the Terrico. The Conquistador is I'm pretty sure it's got the same stats as a basic knight, but it has a special ability. You can consume this knight to found cities. So it's pretty much building a settler that can defend itself and move, what is it, 4, 5 movement? Which is insane. The Terrico is just a better musket unit. It has, I'm pretty sure it starts with formation. Gives me a bonus against calf, which is a big advantage. And I'm gonna stop rambling on about this. Yeah, I'm gonna found my Pantheon. I'll be the second person to found the Pantheon. Normally I go with fertility rates, 10% faster growth. But I'm thinking stone circles. Because guess what? You use for stone circles quarries. What do I have? Quarry, quarry, quarry. Giving me a good reason to settle up on these other stone. Well, now that I think about it, there's not very many good places for a stone city. Cities on rivers get additional happiness. That's meh. Jungle tiles, meh. Gold and silver, plantations, no. Natural wonders, no. Wonders. That just gets a free population. That gives you your second person free, pretty much. It's not worth it. I don't want to be fighting any battles within 4 tiles in my city. Culture from pastures. Culture from shrines. I don't know if that converts into pyramids. I don't know, but I'm gonna just go with this +2 from faith from quarries, so I can jumpstart my production of faith. I want to try and get the best faith I can. Thank God Isabella doesn't have some faith-based ability. That would be really problematic for me, trying to do this. I mean, normally if you're trying to play some faith-based build, you're going to play as, well, there's only one faction I can really think of that has a really good faith-based build in the Civilization version I have, and that's the whatchamacallits. You know, the whatchamacallits. No, the Celts. That's it. That's who they are. That's who they are. Yeah. Yeah. That's who they are. This map is not looking very hospitable for me. I don't mean that in the sense that there's no place to settle. I mean, like, there's no good, like, really good place to settle. Normally, like, you'll find another city that has another luxury resource on it, or some really good tiles. I mean, like, these plains tiles are really good. They're a piece of advice I have, and I heard this from a YouTuber I was watching. Only settle a city if there's a tile within that city that gives you 3 things. At least one. So like here, there's 3 food, or here 2 food and 3 gold, 2 food and a gold, that kind of thing. Only build a city if there's one of those, unless you absolutely can't. So like settling a city anywhere here is completely worthless because there's no base 3 good things. 2, 2, 1, 1. This is 3. The lake is 3. Or those lakes are 3. But you can't improve those, so that's a 3 tile forever. You might be like, well, you said don't settle unless there's 3 good things. Yes, that is what I said. But, a little bit more to that. Some people would argue, well, I can put a farm on it and it's a 3 good thing tile. That's true, but you want a 3 base good thing tile. But if you have a 3 base thing good tile, that can never be improved. What can you do? You can't really do anything. Like, it's 3. Like, farms produce, like, what, 5 food by end game? More than enough. to justify building a farm. Right? But if your tile can't get something like, say, a farm, it's not very worth it, right? Like, if it can't be upgraded at all, why do you have it? Like, it's... I've been rambling on. Again, I'm quite bad at that. Start talking and I'll start rambling. Into the game. So I'm going to talk about what I'm doing. So right now I'm building a library. And this is just an experimental theory I'm doing with the heavy tech expansion kind of build I'm going for. Where getting that extra, extra 2 science could help. Right? Could have built a great library. Tried to build a great library, but there's the thing. If you fail at that, and somebody steals it, and you've spent more than 10 turns on it, then you wasted your time. Right? You spent 10 turns on it, you could have built the library. Right? So it's all about conditions. Right? Is it worth giving up production in this city? Normally for a one city nation, that's not the AI, to build a wonder this early. Well, if you only, at any point you have one city, building a wonder is ill-advised at best. It's more likely than not that the AI is going to steal it from you. Right? Like, I'll be playing, and I'm 1 turn away from finishing Notre Dame, which, if you don't know, gives you plus 10 happiness. It's huge. Oh, copper. I can build there. Excellent. It's humongous. It's huge, hugely huge. I was 1 turn away. I was like, oh yes, it's gonna save me. I'm gonna be able to like build a whole nother city or something. Or like I'm gonna have positive happiness for a while. That turn, even though I had a spy in the city they were building the wonder in, the AI stole it from me. That cheesed me so hard, so much. To think that I was so close to having such a powerful wonder, and it was just gone. Snap. I don't know if you could pick up the snap. I snapped, but I don't know if you heard. That's the problem with not having a face cam, which is something I need to change. I've been meaning to get one for a while now, but what can you do? Well, you can't do nothing. Alright. Pretty much right now, I'm not doing much of anything. Right? I'm just scouting, getting my basic buildings up. I try not to expand until I have at least population 6 in my capital. Sometimes barbarians are a real problem, and I'll get held up until I come at 7 pop, maybe 8 pop. And if that happens, I'll tend to just build a lot of cities very fast. Go to expand, maybe. 7 pop to expand, maybe. Because when you're building a settler, you can't grow your city, right? So, very important that you be careful. And the amount of luxury resources on this map near me is zilch. There's like a giant clump of silver here, clump of ivory here. That's like it. There's a whale and like 2 gems up here and a copper over here. the luxury resources on this map is real. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, another reason to sell there. There's 4 horses. At the rate I'm going, I don't really know how this is going to turn out. I'd like to think optimistic and that it's going to go very well. But I don't know. I don't have this plan fine-tuned yet. I'm thinking of going from this atlas into a worker into settler. And as you can see here, my culture is expanding quite well. I have +6 culture, and I'm already opened up 2 things in the tradition ideology, or whatever you want to call it. Policy. And what? I'm 44 turns, and that's actually quite a bit. That's besides the point. I was thinking about going drama and poetry to get the amphitheater, but 21 turns, so no. Stoneworks will be huge. A happiness and a production base, and +1 production per stone or marble in my city. It's good. If I can sneak Stonehenge, that +5 faith, would mean I'm able to go for my faith rush much more easily. 7 faith a turn is faith a turn. Yeah, faith a turn is better than 2. If you say no, I want to meet the teacher in your elementary school that taught you how to count. I probably shouldn't have said that. Now I'm probably gonna get like emailed or something. Somebody's gonna somehow, from what I've said, my viewers will triangulate where I live. Will come to my house and be like, yeah, my mom, a rocket scientist, told me that 2 is bigger than 7 when you perform rocket surgery on it or whatever, right? Of course, likelihood of that happening is pretty much 0. I don't think I've said anything to give away where I live. I've said I walk to school, but I mean, well, I've said I walk to school and that I live in Barrie, which is in Ontario, if you people don't know, which is in Canada. You know, the northern United States, right? Anyone from Canada that just viewed me is either going to be laughing along with me, or it's just instantly, like, turning off from this video. I saw this one funny post. This will be the end of the episode. I'll just end on this. Where it was this guy had this map. I'm pretty sure it was just with, like, the Americas. Right? And all the stuff was like there was Canada. It was like Canada proper. And then Alaska was like Canada off to the side. The northern United States was labeled like southern Canada. And like the southern United States, like Florida and Texas and stuff, it was labeled like tropical Canada or something like that, or vacation Canada or something like that. And then South America was just all completely labeled New Canada. I kind of thought that was kind of funny. I don't mean to offend anyone with what I say, if that's how it's coming off, but From what I understand, that's pretty much how people from the United States think, or talk, or act. Like everything belongs to America. America, the land of the free. And I only know that because my one friend that I go to school with has a friend in the United States. Who, let's say, fit many stereotypes that people have of the United States thoughts of Canada. Unfortunately, this video is becoming me talking about random stuff. And not the game. So I'm gonna pause this recording here, and I'll open up and I'll continue recording after I take a break and like slap my face or something, splash some water on my face, and try to get me about talking to this game, because I talked about this game, what, 1 minute or something? Okay, that's it. This is the video's over. See you guys next time.